is Red Feather from Greppacks. In this Kdenlive video, we'll be showing you 2 editing tips. One, how to change your editing profile without going into settings and not affecting your default, or rather most used rendered profile. Secondly, we will show you how to create a vertical video for tutorials when words and or numbers are critical to see. As you can see, we are using version 19.12.3. And I must point out, in order for this first Kdenlive tip to work, you must have a vertical video already created. Being that said, open Kdenlive. Notice at the top of our screen, our video profile is HD 1080 by 60 FPS. Next, in Kdenlive, go to the Add Clip. Navigate to the video that is in a vertical render. Now, it just so happens our vertical video and the video to be transformed into a vertical video are in the same directory. If this is the same for you, first click on the vertical video, then CTRL on the keyboard, then the video to be transformed. This order of operation for Kdenlive is important for this to work. First importing the vertical video, then the video to be transformed. Now notice, once I have imported both videos, because we have our vertical video in line first, Kdenlive posts a message at the bottom of the project bin asking if we would like to switch our profile to the vertical HD 60 FPS. Click Switch. Now notice our Kdenlive profile at the top says vertical HD 60 FPS. Once you are finished with your edits and render, close Kdenlive and then reopen. Now notice we are back at our preferred render, or default, if you will, profile. For the next part of our Kdenlive example, notice we have imported our video to be placed in a vertical stance. Although, notice, even before making adjustments, in our full screen mode, the lettering and or numbers are just a tad blurry. So, in the Kdenlive effects list, type zoom. Grab the position in zoom, placing it into the video on the timeline. Click on the video on the timeline so as the pan and zoom properties window appears, placing a check mark in the distort box. Now notice in our Kdenlive full screen mode, the wording and numbers are still a tad blurry. In order to fix this in Kdenlive, in the position and zoom properties window, change the size to 200. Now let's look again at our Kdenlive full screen mode. And notice all of our menus are in focus. But this does create another issue to be handled with our video on the Kdenlive timeline. Because we have adjusted the size of our video on the Kdenlive timeline, we now have to go to the critical areas, making cuts at each end of those areas and adjusting them into the best visual position. In order to do this, in the Properties window of Kdenlive, Position and Zoom, we will be adjusting the axis Y or X and utilizing the crosshairs provided in the project monitor. Take notice our Y-axis of Kdenlive moves things up or down. The X-axis moves things left to right. But once the crosshair is visible in the project monitor, grabbing it, you can place the items into the approximate area and then make fine-tuned adjustments with the X or Y axes. While doing this Kdenlive procedure, you may notice, as we did, it is easy to accidentally bump the wrong setting when in a hurry. In some areas where the positioning is the same, you can just manually place the proper setting in axis X or Y in order to get proper centering within your Kdenlive video. We hope you have enjoyed this Kdenlive tutorial and found it helpful in some fashion. And if so, then why not give this video a like? And while you're at it, why not become a subscriber? And ring that bell in order to receive notifications of newly published videos your way. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, after all, it is free. The beginning and the end of this video has been provided by none other than Alex Abayu 1. Thank you in advance. I am out.